Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Check, check, 1 2 1 2. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, and that is your time. Thanks for coming on in to the live and doing what you guys do, supporting the Crypto Lifer. I'm supporting you guys. We're a family. Appreciate to anyone new in the live stream right now. It is Sunday night. It is Bitcoin. It is the weekly candle close. And I'm here with you as I am every single day and every single Sunday night around 8:30 to bring you Bitcoin's weekly candle close. We're going to break it down. We're going to talk about it. We're going to show you what I think is happening. I'm going to give you some highs, some lows, put it in a place, possibly give you a trade. We'll see what's going on for the week ahead. We're going to look at total 2 Bitcoin dominance, get a good picture of what we're seeing coming up on our rear view mirror so we can see what's going on the road as it bends ahead of us. So we're going to take a look at that and break down the week for you. So let's take a look at Bitcoin. Let's say the Coinbase USD. Okay. We're going to go over that weekly candle close. Okay. Now, I usually look at USDT on Binance because that's where I would trade the most. But, I mean, I do trade Coinbase USD, so. Okay, so good. Here we go, baby. Here we go. We're going to take a look at the weekly candle. I like to zoom in, as everybody knows here. And this is the weekly candle close. It's a big deal. All right. As you can see, this candle right here will close in 7 days. All right. We just had a weekly candle close. So here's the weekly candle right here. There it is. Smell it. Oh, wait. Smell the bottom. Smell the top. All right. Smell. Okay. No more Bitcoin, please. No more. You're done. You're done here. Okay? All right. Just, it's my little ritual, man. I talk to the weekly candle back and forth. We have a little, anyway. So this is the Bitcoin weekly candle. What are those yellow orange dots? Don't worry about it. Okay? Those are just ideas from other people that I follow and what they're thinking is going to happen. What's up, Kid Link Dude? Shout out to everyone here on the live. So we're looking at Bitcoin on the weekly candle. Shout out to everyone here on the live. Thank you for coming on in. Appreciate you guys. If you're new to the live stream, every Sunday night at 8 p.m., 8:30, I jump on in. We go over the Bitcoin's weekly candle. We look at all coins. We go over the whole thing. You know, we have a fun time. We're usually on like we usually are, but we start with Bitcoin's weekly candle, and we look at it very, very closely. We analyze it with technical analysis, and we see what's going on for the week ahead for Bitcoin. Okay, so right off the bat, a bad candle, nasty candle. It opened at the low of the last week's candle and would never ever close above it. Bearish, right off the bat, bearish. Okay, we were good as we were holding this level, but 2 weeks ago this candle broke, and then yes, we broke yet another line, and then this was a pretty decent line here of support and resistance. We broke that, and like here was our next one on the weekly candle, and now we're kind of where the wicks are. I mean, there's not much fallback, so to speak. Again, 30K, and where we wick down to these lows, and it's also a Fibonacci low on the weekly. Until we break 30K, even 28K, get a candle to close below 30K on the weekly. All right, so, and let's see what happened with this candle exactly. It opened All right, this candle opened at 34,259, so 34,250. The high was 34,670. That's all it got. That's it. On the whole week, like, it opened here, went a little bit. It got nothing compared. Look, opened here, went up a little bit. The low was 31,612. And this candle, or the low was 31,025, and it would close at 31,788. It is a $2,470 loss for Bitcoin, a 7.21% loss on the week. One of the bigger, nastier candles Bitcoin's ever had, really. I mean, like, comparatively to this candle here, 9.8% loss. But, you know, it's a pretty decently large big candle. I mean, these were massive, though, too. Look at that. I mean, Bitcoin has been, look, now can drop 25% in a week, 20% in a week, 21% in a week. Insane. So this candle looks big, but it's not even that big. So Bitcoin on the weekly, not a good close at all. Not at all. Only good thing was the wick, right? The low at 31.7, and we would at least close back up above 31.5. And now everyone's saying, hey, where? And, you know, there's really not much weekly support anymore. There's end of wicks, which to me is like, you know, when's our next candle close? Like, that's like 26K. When's our next consolidative point that I could even call, like, right here? Right, 19K. And where's our real flat area of any type of support? More right here at about 11,950, right? And then where's the most strong support? At 9,900. Okay. And at that point, there's like just so much support. So levels on the weekly for Bitcoin are pretty simple and easy to see what's going on here. And we're starting to get into dangerous territory because the weekly has nothing left for you. You know, there's no action, there's no up and down. Like here, every time we were here, you said, well, at least we have this and at least we have that. But, you know, we're below all that now. You know, and you have to look at the facts. The only thing here now is we're extremely oversold on the weekly. Okay, extremely oversold on the weekly time frame. And also, if I were to take this point to this point and swing it to the upside and do the same here, it tells us that, you know, we have hidden bullish divergence, right? And I was even kind of pointing out the possibilities of like this right here just being a line and a line, and then these being like, actually, see now, and that's another thing. There's my hidden bullish divergence, and now it's negated on this little section here. Not completely, because it's still not as down as this one, right? So swing down is far more steep. But, you know, it just, you know, but looking at the bigger time frame, hidden bullish, the trend should continue to the upside. So even if we get as low somewhere in these areas, as low as at 26, the weekly doesn't really matter, but extremely oversold on the weekly time frame. I've been saying this for a while now. All right, now we take a look at the daily. One would say, yeah, I mean, definitely in a bit of a bull pennant, bull triangle, bull rectangle. Okay. Let's see here. Yeah, a bit of a bull, you know, some would say falling wedge. There's a battle between a lot of different people now. Falling wedge, bull rectangle, bull flag, bull pennant. You know, I'll take falling wedge, man. We could break to the upside right now. Daily wants to. Daily looks nice on the call. And, you know, 4 hour was kind of falling down, but this looks like a wave one that wants to come back up on a wave here. So the 4 hour looks like it's getting prime. Possibly. Let's take a look at that 1 hour. And 1 hour spent and coming to the downside yet again. So look for yet another low here on the 1 hour. I wouldn't be trying to long anything too hard on the USDT pair side. 1 hour suggesting that Bitcoin does want to drop to the downside. If I had to play Bitcoin, it would have to be a short right now. It would have to be a short right here. I would long right now. Stop loss below the previous low. And just see if I can get down to this down here, like something like that. Risk 1% to gain 1.18. I mean, no. And it's not even worth it. Too much chop. I've been staying out the game. You know, unless you want to make a very small scalp on like the 7-minute. And even then, like, it's like chop either way. Look. I haven't got to consider breakout there. Haven't got to consider breakdown, but it was fast and furious. For the most part, you know, I'd stay away from Bitcoin. It's very volatile right now, and it's up and down. And it's either running out of room or it's not, right? I'd at least wait for the 1 hour to come back to the downside. See if how far it can break, right? Once it breaks this level here, this is the level I would start to short, 31,000. If it comes back down and retests this level and breaks down, what is a retest? A retest is when price either comes up and comes back down or breaks down and comes back up but can't make it. And then it will go down to the next level. So I'm looking for a short on Bitcoin this way. If we have to. Only if we have to, but I'm ready for it. You must detach yourself from any movement in any stock or coin and know that you can make money on the way up and on the way down no matter what. No matter what, okay? Regardless of what you know, you don't want to like, oh yeah, I can't do this because of this, or I can't, you know, you don't want to couple yourself or, you know, limit yourself by saying you can't make a trade due to one thing, all right? There's opportunity in every market all the time, okay? Extremely important to remember. Shout out to Trent Osborne. Shout out to Anthony Murray. Shout out to Rodney Robinson. Pizza Man in the house. Good evening. Taco, baby. Taco, man. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. Appreciate you guys. Kid Link, dude. Madden fan. Shout out to Mike V. Shout out to Tree City West. Shout out to Josh Walker. Shout out to Scott Vanderpool. Shout out to all you awesome, crazy crypto fruitcakes. I appreciate each and every one of you, man. Thank you very much. Patience, conviction, and research. That's what I'm saying, man. All day long. What are those yellow, orange dots? Oh, yeah. Some seriously hit the dislike. Oh, yeah. Who cares, man? I focus on the great things. I wear my sunglasses that night so I can, yeah, man. You know, I know my friend who wrote that song. Yeah, I was good friends with that dude who wrote this song. My man, now I'm like, oh, I can't remember his name. Yeah, Jamaican rapper dude, man. We used to chill in Brooklyn. I was shooting some movies. We kind of hung out. His name was Bruck Up. I wear my sunglasses at night. Bruck Up. Yeah, if you know the rapper. Bruck Up, look, B-R-U-C-K, Bruck Up, featuring Shaggy, sunglasses, keep your shades. I wear my sunglasses at night. He did like a remix kind of thing, but he did it with Shaggy, and I got to go to Shaggy's house, and I met Shaggy. He had a crib in like Valley Stream somewhere. Anyway, pretty cool. I got them glasses that go dark in the sun. Yeah, you sound sick, my dude. Hope all is well. Shout out to Mike Jordan. Shout out to everyone here on the live. You were friends with Corey Hart. Nah, Corey Hart. Nah, I don't know who Corey Hart is. Yeah. But this dude's cool, man. This dude's a cool dude. I started like in a behind-the-scenes internet company where we would do like behind-the-scenes of celebrities or something like, you know, it was an idea this friend of mine had. Anyway, I met a lot of crazy people. I ended up hanging out with Stefan Marbury a lot. Twister. I became good friends with Jadakiss, you know, hung out with Jada. I did some lifelong things. Like I hung out with Raekwon, even through my sister, which was like also happening. It was just, there was a time in my life where it was just crazy. It was very interesting. I should write a book about it, and I will one day. Anyway, so Bitcoin now forming this bear pennant, up and down action, right? Say it ain't so, Joe. Say it ain't so. We nailed the diamond. Diamond seemed to play out, but then we didn't get exactly the push we wanted. So what do I mean by a diamond pattern? Well, this is a diamond. Hello?
I'm behind.
What are you doing over there? And see, this is a diamond. I thought it should break to the upside, and we got the beautiful break to the up, just like that. And then diamond again. Got collapsed, right? Now look what we have here now on the 15-minute. And I've seen this pattern a few times, a funky pattern, but we have a shoulder head, and it's not the shoulder that I've seen, but like this kind of down and uptrend here, right? And again, like I always say now, and I realized a while back, it's always an ascending triangle when it's making a head and shoulder, usually 9 out of 10 times. Taco, shout out to Mike Jordan, shout out to Rodney Robinson, shout out to everyone here on the spot, shout out to C-Maz, shout out to ATM Smasher, shout out to Tony Yee, shout out to all my peoples, man. Shout out to Crypto Dingo, no bullish or bearish, we chartish and moneyish, exactly. No moon boy, stick to no crew boy. No stuck to one thing. All right. Good call on KAVA, by the way. I scalped 50% and took profits and got out. Shout out to Enko Kusi Butsu. Enko Kusi Butsu. Good evening, bro. Shout out to you, my guy. Shout out to Oyo. Shout out to Mr. Murphington. I love you. Have a great night. Time for bed soon, honey. Bedtime 9 o'clock, 8:53. You have to take profits quickly in the chop suey all day long. Shout out to Mr. Smurfington. My dude, man. Appreciate you guys. So look, possible head and shoulder on Bitcoin on the 15-minute. I'd wait for it to fulfill its goal here of creating a right shoulder again, maybe to the downside. And once this starts to curve to the upside, you know, I would play the 15-minute. And the 15-minute only. So for all the hungry people out there, I was going to say hungry bears, but you know, just because it sounded cool, but for all the hungry traders out there, watch Bitcoin. If it can hold this trend line and bounce up, number one, it's holding pattern. Number two, it'll reset the Stokes. And number three, it'll be making a right shoulder that could possibly fulfill your dreams of a breakout on an inverted head and shoulder to the upside and give you 2.7% in gain and only risk 0.59. Obviously, you have to use maybe a little leverage or just trade spot and learn how to trade spot with a small amount of money. Maybe you're just learning and you want to use this as a beginner trade. A great time to do that. Throw $5-10, you know, even in this choppy market. See if you can pull out a trade. If you can, then you can start building some confidence in your trading. Then you can rework the trade, write it in your trade diary. Ask yourself, how did I get from A to B? Where did I go? I went fishing yesterday. Great way to get away from a crypto or evening. Bring it up. Yeah, man. You got to do that sometimes, man. They got the Crying Jordan coin now. Poo coin is a mess. Crying Jordan, that's horrible, man. I don't like that. I miss KAVA. Lifer always kills them calls. Calls at night. Yeah, you heard about the Britney one. Yeah, man. I knew it was coming. Autobiography of the Lifer, #1 New York Times bestseller. Appreciate you, man. Appreciate it. You got them glasses that go in the dark, son. Right? So what do you guys think? Will Bitcoin double bottom here and hold this level and pump to the upside? You know? Or is it doomed to dump completely down? 4 hour doesn't look the healthiest. Let's take a look here. We're getting a curve, though, and about to get a bullish cross. So we'll see. We could get like another upswing here, and it could just stay up here a little longer. I've seen it happen. So we'll see. We'll see. Crypto Greg, man. There he is, man. Highlight for .news today with Facebook. Take a look at it. Thanks. And go get some pizza. Shout out to Crypto Greg for the $20 super chat talking about Polkadot and Facebook. Quite interesting to say the least. Let's see what kind of news he's talking about. Polkadot and Facebook. Okay. Pontum and Pinknode team up to bridge Polkadot and Facebook's Diem. Experimental blockchain Pontum and node provider Pinknode are teaming up to create a providing ground for dApps on Facebook's upcoming Diem network. Blockchain network Pontum, node provider Pinknode have partnered to bridge Polkadot and Facebook's crypto project Diem. The experimental testnet aims to help developers test their decentralized applications for migrating them to the Diem blockchain. Pontum, an experimental blockchain network for Facebook-backed cryptocurrency Diem, has teamed up with Polkadot-based node infrastructure provider Pinknode to provide crucial infrastructure for Web 3.0 purposes. Per the announcement shared with Decrypt today, the partnership aims to create a testing ground where third-party developers will be able to try out their applications before migrating them to the permissioned DM blockchain. Polkadot is a multi-chain network that aims to create an internet of interoperable blockchains. These blockchains connect Polkadot's proof-of-stake network and work in parallel as so-called parachains. It's weird, like, I wouldn't want to do any type of DeFi on DM. I would, like, I don't know why. I'm just like, I would stay so clear of DM, right? It's probably just in my blood to do that, like, but am I the only one, right? So a nice dump for Bitcoin in the 1 hour even. Not looking too great. Bit of a sandwich here. A bear sandwich. We need something else to balance this out, right? Greetings from SoCal. From my man, Crypto Greg. Appreciate you, man. What's up, Trent? Dude is hot. It's mine, but no, in the fam, yeah. I started buying Polkadot around $4 or $5, and I've been holding it ever since, keeping it on the low. I mean, I believe Polkadot could do something really, really big, you know, and I think it's a coin you just have to have in your back pocket. You don't have to have too much of it, but just enough, you know, 500, 600, 700 if you have to. Hold some Polkadot, right? Let's take a look at the other calls that I had going on throughout the day. But Bitcoin, basically, let's watch it here. What is it? Watch it on the 15-minute. Inside of an ascending triangle here, right shoulder. If that right shoulder holds, we're bullish. If not, we're bearish. So we're going to find out very, very shortly in an hour or two as this begins to reset exactly what's going to go happening for Bitcoin. Okay, so I'm going to watch Bitcoin very, very closely here. We can actually put this on the back burner. I like to take these calls and like put them over to the side, and we'll take a look at what Bitcoin's going to have in store for us in a little while. We'll keep this on the side. I'll be watching Bitcoin very, very closely. All right, now another thing I was looking at and what I love to look at is Bitcoin dominance. Just want to see what's going on with Bitcoin dominance. All right. The weekly time frame says it's getting to the overbought region, the opposite of Bitcoin, which is getting oversold. Telling you that eventually we're going to have a drop. See, this is a rising wedge on the weekly time frame. We should eventually have a drop to the downside. Just something to think about, right? Even if we get a little bit of a pump, it says the weekly has to come down and have its reckoning, right? We'll see. The daily now, also extremely high, double topping, and kind of hit the apex of the double top without getting to a higher high. It's a really good sign for the altcoins, really good sign that Bitcoin dominance does not want to make it to the upside and could drop to the downside. So kind of in that same thing we're looking at for Bitcoin on the 15-minute, but drop to the downside would be nice. Same idea here on the daily. It's overbought. That's the only reason, and we didn't get much traction to the upside. So far, we're getting a good rejection at 46.61, and I'd like to see us stay below 47 by all means, and then collapse to the downside, fall out of this upward channel, which is a 68% chance that we do fall out of that channel for Bitcoin dominance. All right. Now, 4 hours still pointing to the upside. We'll see. Can we break previous high? And that's all you want to know. I mean, local high, local area here with a wick to 46.87. So, yeah, if we can just stay below 47, that's really all I want us to do is stay below 47. Okay. Yeah, I hold DOT, but not a fan of Facebook. It's not good, but maybe the price pumps. You never know. I love DOT. Yeah, finally added a pick. LOL. Pete's, what it do, man? I see you with the new pick. LOL. How you been, bro? Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Shout out to Produce the Beats. Shout out to Done with this. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, that's 20% killing it. Got a hold above Honda. Yeah. So dominance, overall, says it's going to eventually collapse to the downside. And, last time we got this high, look how much we dropped. Bam. Last time we got high right here, we dropped a little bit. We got saved by some support and resistance. So we'll see. We either have chop, but definitely not upward momentum, and it's not looking good. I'm not a fan of Facebook. I'm a fan of making money on any news and hot TA. Yeah, you think we'll pump Polkadot's price, though? I don't, you know why? Because it doesn't get me too hyped. So I don't think it gets a lot of other people too hyped. So I don't know. Yeah, see there. So Polkadot, man. Polkadot really just going to follow Bitcoin. Like, I don't trade any heavy alt yet until we know what's going on with BTC, right? But we've had a major collapse in price. It was all the way up here at 50. It hit $50. I can't believe that. And that was one of our calls. We got it at $4 or $5. We said, you know, Polkadot will easily hit $50 a coin. And there it did. It takes like basically a 90% retracement. I mean, you pull a Fibonacci on this puppy and you see where you're at. And you can see, man, it went all the way down to the, in between the 786 and the 886. Yeah, damn near an 88.6% retracement, you know. We'll take a look at Atom, USDT. Atom seems to have some movement, you know, Cosmos booming, but, you know, back down again too, you know. Let's see here on the 4 hour. Atom was in a cup and handle, still kind of is in a cup and handle. You see this? Right like this. Bam. And then a swing to the downside, okay? Falling wedge. 68% chance of a break to the upside, but it's struggling right there extremely well, extremely bad, you know. Now, I just went on a walk outside, man, and I was outside for like maybe, I don't know, an hour, and I got the worst allergies from wherever I was sitting under a tree, and it's not that bad by this time. So I was sneezing and got, you know, my eyes were itchy. It was bad. So I was splashing water in my face for like 20 minutes trying to like just like get myself from stop sneezing. And eventually it worked, but so that's why I look like I've been sneezing and I sound like I may have been sick. I'm all right. It's just allergies and I'm not sick. I feel great. I just definitely you know, had a little bit of a allergic reaction to whatever was around me at the moment, but I feel pretty good. You know, I'm watching a little bit of the Red Sox Yankee game yesterday. Happened to be on regular TV. And you know what I saw? Does anyone know what I saw? Anyone in the comment section know what I saw? Yeah. Does anyone know what I saw during the Red Sox Yankee game last night? And I didn't even get to watch. I watched maybe like 2 innings and I moved on to do something I had to do because I barely ever watch TV, but it was on. I had a lot of family and friends over yesterday. It was a really good time. And, you know, well, during the game, all right, the umpire has a phantom, had a FTX badge. The umpire had an FTX badge for the FTX exchange and the FTT coin. Not a FTM. That's phantom, FTX. You saw Vax up on the field. This guy updates on information. FTX sign. See this guy? Coronavirus. FTX sign. This dude's smart, man. FTX sign. You're right. Nasal saline helps wash out the allergies. Yeah, no. I got alcohol. This stuff called alcohol. Alcohol. That's right. The FTX badge. I mean, he had a big FTX badge like right there, and then they also had a sign like behind him. It was pretty crazy. I thought it was like pretty flagrant, and I was like, man. So I thought we'd take a look at Telcoin, one of my favorite coins here. We'd kind of caveat back in to what's going on here. So even Telcoin continuing to be on the low. Look at this. I mean, it made a diamond, which I said, okay, if it diamonds out and it could diamond out, and that's a diamond in with a diamond out. It did its thing. Okay. You get what I'm saying? If it diamonds in from the top, it usually diamonds out. If it diamonds in from the bottom, it usually diamonds back out. It's basically a reversal pattern. It reverses the way. So if the price is coming down, it usually goes back up. Some of those nasal sprays will get you hooked. I've heard about that. I know a dad's father who like lost like a lot of his life doing all that stuff. Shout out to everyone here. Okay. Beats true. Nobody is talking Adam. That's why. Shout out to James Patello. Thank you very much. Yo, Mike, he was saying to the other guy to go cry himself. You see what I'm saying? He was on our side. But anyway, shout out to James Patello. I feel what you're saying, man. Thank you. Appreciate your support at all times, man. What's up, y'all? Just got home from vacation. What did I miss? Nothing, man. Shout out to, what is it? Jonas Q? Jonas Q? I had a band member who always snorted that. Oh my gosh. I like Adam. Had a nice big bag of it. This is the Cryptomaniac, by the way, guys. New account for 2-month premium. Oh, man. That's whack. But if it's a pollen allergy, you can build up your immune system. No, I eat the local honey. I do all that. I just literally touch something and like rub my I like got myself extremely allergic. Okay, so anyway. If you see where I live, you know what I'm saying. Vizine, Jesse B. Shout out to Jesse B up in the spot, man. I don't believe in that stuff, man. I don't believe in it, man. I don't. Buddy of mine, high on Telcoin. I don't know much about it. This guy. I think there's roids in some of them or something. I forgot. No, there's just like, there's like some type, yeah, there's some type of like amphetamine, I believe, like hidden in there. And that's what they get all like hooked on. The nasal sprays is what he's saying, yeah. Anyway, so we went over Bitcoin very thoroughly. You want to check out the first 15 minutes. We tackled it. We looked at the weekly candle close. So we've had our Bitcoin fun, all right? We gotten out the way, so to speak, but it believes in you. I appreciate you, man. What's up with HNT? Let's take a look at HNT. Shout out to Jesse B up in the spot. Jesse Jungalunga. Cowabunga. Shout out to all my peoples up in here. Appreciate you guys. So let's take a look. This on the daily time frame. It wants to rip, right? Last time, though, you didn't get much of a pump, right? So all eyes on BTC. Right, and look, we're looking at some fib levels. It needs to break the 0.5 fib at 1317. It breaks that, then it can start getting busy, and that's also a big level here where you can see if I put a line here that we've had some, you know, it's a zone of some support and resistance. So I'd like to see it break above that, even, you know, at the very high, about 14 even. And then we can talk about where it wants to go again from there. 11 to 14 would be a nice gap up. Is that happening? We'll take a look at the 4 hour. All right. 4 hour says no. 4 hour says no. We want to come to the downside. Okay. 1 hour says maybe, but we got a double bottom or, you know, reverse here. And so now you're looking at this. Do we come back down to the lows as we reverse, or are we going to stop here and actually hold a new low and a higher low than we did here, which was a triple bottom, which would be nice to see. And, you know, there was a bit of divergence here, too, because you had swing down to swing down, and you have this massive swing to the upside. And that tells you price should pounce. And it did of about 1723, but we didn't break the previous high yet again. So all eyes, because everything did what Bitcoin did. You know, if Bitcoin didn't break the previous high, then the altcoin didn't break, you know. So you're looking at this closely, watching HNT. Worst comes to worst, I think it comes back to the bottom of the pattern here, even, and test 950, 949. That would be a beautiful, beautiful entry. That's when the 4 hour maybe finally reset to the downside. You know, could you get a scalp on the 1 hour? Yes, after a double top, something could happen here. But for the most part, I'd be watching Bitcoin a lot closer, and HNT will be on the menu. But we got to wait a little bit, in my opinion. We got to wait a little bit. But it is making, look, it's making a bull pennant, a falling wedge here, actually. And it's only a matter of time. And it did retrace nicely. If you look at it, 618 into the golden pocket right here on this time frame. So, you know, suggest you could even get in here, put a stop loss below the 706, which is 17%, and get on a wild ride and hold it for a few weeks to a month or two, really, and see if you can make 168% and only risk 17. I mean, that's an idea, but I would wait again for the other oscillators to fulfill themselves to the downside, like this 4 hour to come down before I started getting into a long-term trade of that nature. And that is HNT. All right. Boo the menthol blow. Right, bro, the menthol blow. Yeah. What's up, Crypto Lifer? Hope everyone is having a good evening. Shout out to Alexander Williams. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, guys. Most things do, though. Shout out to Love Learning. Shout out to Jesse B. There was this stuff back in my raving days. That was like menthol cigarettes for eyeballs. Wowza. It believes in you. It believes in you. Vizine, you're hilarious, man. Like, your RSI is cut off on the bottom. Thanks, man. Let me boost that back up there. Yeah, so what I'm saying here is we're going to wait for this to come down here on the 4 hour and reset. 1 hour really is down, but I think double bottom here. And the last time we got a reset, we didn't get above the high. So that's all I'm saying. Tight moving averages, though. So look, can we get the 21 to cross the 50 and some others, which we're getting here on the 1 hour, which is good. That's a good sign, bullish sign. But then this drop. So it's just been an iffy time. Hard chop to trade. Very, very hard chop to trade. Okay. Definitely on the radar, though, and something to look at. Moving forward, let's look at Hex, because Hex is also on my radar as something that's just still kind of kicking and alive here at 14. I did sell off at about 1770 when it went all the way up to 19 the other day on that wick, because it was like, hey, you know, I got in there and got out there, and it was a good trade. It was what it was. So now let's take a look at what we see. Definitely would have broken down, right? This would have been, it was a beautiful bull pennant that just, you know, the environment wasn't there, right? So you could say, okay, it's forming this like bullish rectangle, a giant rectangle possibly for Hex. But now it needs to reset on the 1 hour. It's overbought, right? So, and it's getting down. That's downward pressure. A bit of a bullish divergence when you see that, you know, when the price moves down, but the oscillator moves up. Bullish, that's bearish divergence, you know, it's bearish. Just as if the price was moving up, but the oscillator is moving down in like resets. Like right here, you're moving down, but you end up with a higher high. It tells you that the trend's going to continue when you move from here. And what happens? The trend continues. You see it mostly on the RSI, swing up to swing up here, but you get a swing down to swing down on the same points, and usually a little mountain on the middle here. And boom, tells you that the trend will continue to the upside. And look what happened. Boom. Shoots up. That is what's called bullish divergence. And if you learn this, and that's hidden bullish divergence specifically. If you learn this and get good at it, it will help you out a lot. Yeah, STORJ just seems to keep pushing. It seems to be the gift that keeps on giving. Let's take a look at STORJ as it pumps up here. I got a call to get into STORJ here with the stop loss low. Let's see if the call works. So far, you know, you can get into the call right now where we're at 83. Only thing I'm really even slightly confident about, but at the same time, it's heavy chop, right? We were in a nicer movement to the upside. It gave back a lot of gains already from where it was. Now we're in a bit of a funky pattern as well. So we'll watch it. Look, shoulder, head, shoulder popped up. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder there too. So we had a shoulder, head, and shoulder, and then inverted. We had an inverted head and shoulder, and when they had inverted head and shoulder on the right shoulder, you can see that. I'm not crazy. You can see it's crazy. So you had shoulder. Some people, it's easy to see, you know. It's like the visual of it. So there's like the shoulder, head, and shoulder, right? And then when we kind of zoom in again, we see this shoulder, head, and shoulder. Pretty crazy. Quite gnarly. And it both tell you they're going to break to the upside, and we do. We get to break to the upside. And I'm telling you, man, 9 out of 10 times, you know, you want to draw your neckline, which is going to be like, you know, a trend line that you should be able to draw. I like to draw it in white just to differentiate it from what else is happening. That's nice. And then that's the neckline to the head, and tells you that's going to be your measured move, and you're pretty dang close right there. And then you can say rejection by the 200-day moving average, which we get a lot when we're underneath it before we get above it. First time we get rejected by it a few times, you know. So look for STORJ to maybe go sideways from here. And these are things you have to look at in a smaller time frame now and see, is it flagging? What is it doing? And smaller time frames are how you're going to figure out if we're bearish or bullish. Like, does it stay in this or does it drop? If it stays in this and resets, which it says it might, this could be a, you know, STORJ may be a bit of a, you know, so now these are possible ideas that I trade. I find the previous low right there. I find the measured move. I swing it up from the breakout. I see where we're about to go. 13. Now you can go a little bit before. It's 12. 3.5 to risk reward ratio. I like that. So this is a possible storage scalp on the 7-minute, right? For storage, you know, high risk, high reward, extremely high risk though. But you know, a couple hours may render you 10%. But this is how I've been trading recently because the market's so volatile. I take whatever it gives me. Very little trades. Very little trades. You don't push it. You know what I'm saying? You take exactly what the market can give you, and that's, you know, you don't become a hero. You don't force trades on yourself. You do what you can. You do what you can. Okay. Lifer, look at bond USDT. Thanks, as it may be a good one. Yeah, we're looking at bond recently a few times here. It's like we were looking at this. Pumping hard right now. Oh, wow, look at it now. Look at the pump on the 7-minute. Bam. Interesting. Let's look at the daily. So, I mean, it just got sold to oblivion, which is interesting, right? So, you need to look at it basically on the 1 hour. And it could be finally bottoming out. You know what worries me, though? What worries me is this. I would have been like, oh, here's a nice bottom with a cup and handle. Even had a cup and handle. That just kept dumping. And then again, I'd be like, oh, here's a nice bottom. Possible cup and handle. And dumpage. And then when we look back again, this looks like a fractal of the other one. Looks very similar. It's like, when is it over? When is the pain over? And we're already overbought on the 2 hour. Not the best sign. So something's going on with this. It's either getting sold off. I don't know what it is, but it seems to just be on a downtrend. We have to look at it almost on the 7-minute to find out what's really going on. I don't know. It worries me. I'd stay away from it till it gets some legs. You know, I got to see some more support. Like let it break above 26 and hold there for a week or two. And then I'll take it seriously. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, I mean, it could be awesome. I just like, for my risk tolerance, it doesn't fit for me because I just like, I need to see that this thing isn't like going to just continue to the downside forever, which probably isn't the case. Highly unlikely, you know, but I'm just, you know, just checking. Just checking on it, you know. Okay. Started trading in June, and boy, learned a lot. Thanks for the info. Shout out to Falcor 200, man. Thanks. We'll stay out of bond for now, yeah. Comp has been in a huge flag. And, you know, I could be wrong, Crypto Greg. You know, I could be wrong. AST back to 11 cents, man. And some would say this is a bit of a flag here. AirSwap. Look at this. And 200-day moving through the pattern, you know, 7-minute scalp, nothing crazy, but it did break above trend line. There's a bit of a giant double bottom there, huge W. You could long here, stop loss back in the pattern, or, you know, underneath some chop there. And reach for the sky. Boom. 13 to risk 3. Yeah, 4 to 1. 4.1 to 1. Not a bad risk reward ratio. And you can see if you get some money here on this AST call on the 7-minute. Wait for it to retrace. But if this, basically what you want to do is draw a flag here and see if it stays in it. If it stays in it, you get in the trade when it goes back to the downside. That way you're always planning it out. If you trade the plans out, it's a lot highly likely they're going to go to the, I mean, not just like, oh, I'm going to get in here, but, oh, it's going to do this. And when that happens, boom, right? And so I'll do the same. I'll put an alert here, and I'm going to get into this trade. If I'm up before, if it stays, if the alert hits before I go to sleep, then I'll get into the trade, right? You never know. NEM's starting to flag out here too. What I mean by that is, look, I mean, it's already been vicious and pumped more than any other real coin today, and it's still kind of doing its thing. You see that? Shout out to Little Smitty. I put a trade for ANKR USD. Should I close this now or wait for a possible tomorrow rise. Let's take a look at ANKR USDT. And again, guys, nothing I do or say here should be taken as financial advice. Please get yourself a financial advisor. Do your own due diligence before getting into any coin or trade. This is for entertainment and speculative purposes only. You know, I just want to bring that up. Okay, so okay, let's take a look at. And thanks for all the contributions so far tonight. Appreciate you guys. Thank you, Crypto Greg. Thank you, Little Smitty. Thank you, everyone out here. So ANKR, looking somewhat bullish, but you know what? Like, just like everything else, like if ANKR doesn't break 0.076, it's bearish. So like everything's got to break certain levels, right? Like right here. If it can't break this level, it's bearish. We got to see it break above that level. And so far, we're getting lower lows and lower highs. We do have a double bottom here. And on the bigger grand scheme of things, you could say, okay, we still have a higher low than that low. So we're holding. And so that's our claim to fame right now for ANKR. But everything is watching Bitcoin very, very closely. And it all depends. I mean, what you do have going is you're oversold here and double bottoming out on the daily time frame. So once these play out and you see something, we should get a pump to the upside. But so what you're looking for is, can ANKR break above previous highs? And if it can't, then it can't. And so it's all about Bitcoin, man. All your USDT pairs about Bitcoin. Like I would close USDT pairs right now. If you're not in and out of them within like a couple days to a couple hours, I would get out, man. Join the Patreon. Best $99 you'll ever invest in yourself. Shout out to everyone. Appreciate you, Crypto Greg, for the Patreon shout out, man, and for a link to the Patreon. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to Lee. Comp has been in a huge flag since last month. Let's look at comp. Yeah, comp's been very bullish compared to almost every other coin out there. Agreed. Agreed. Let's take a look at what you're saying here for comp. Thank you for the technical analysis. I love people who jump in with TA input. Extremely awesome. So yeah, I mean, that's a bull flag here. A beautiful bull flag, kind of, falling wedge. But I call that flagging on the daily time frame, and it's oversold. Okay. And you could say this is some levels of support and resistance here. We had candles bumping, breaking, brack above, bounce, secondary bounce there, and we bounced off it here as well. So this place has shown to be some support here for comp, and hopefully it can stay there. Also, this is a cup and handle. Let me show you what I mean. Clearly a beautiful cup and handle. Wants to break to the upside on the daily time frame. Didn't give back all its gains like most coins or things that have been pumping recently. They'll pump for like a second. Back to its all-time high, like right below that resistance point. Makes a lot of sense. I could see comp doing that, breaking, going up to about what, 700, 670, 680 to 700. So this looks pretty nice. Let's take a look at the 4 hour for comp too. But if you look at it on the daily time frame, a big time trade on it, yeah, stop loss. I guess you could put below this wick right there, 17%, and try to ride it all the way up here and gain 81, 4.5 to 1 risk reward ratio. Comp, a big boy trade on comp. This would be like, a couple week, 3 to 5, 6 week hold. I'm going to join your Patreon. Shout out to Cryptington. I see you, man. Thank you very much. I appreciate you, bro. Jump on into the Patreon. I appreciate you guys. I will work 7 days a week for you guys every single day. It will not matter. Never miss a day, no matter what. Some days I may be tired. Some days I may be, pushing through, but I'll be there every single time. Okay. Comp. And these are big trades on comp. So you got to be, you want to check them. Like as you go up, you want to raise stop losses because Bitcoin could end the party anytime too. High risk, high reward. You have to know what you're doing. 4 hours actually seems like it's pushing up again too, which is looking nice, right? Nice flag here. And let's look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is doing the same thing, and now we're oversold. May want to move to the upside as well. So watch comp. Even tonight, maybe wanted to break out. Even on the 1 hour, you could play it here. Look, because we're oversold at this point. And you could play the previous low like that, 4.5%, and just gain this. And so you make the trade like a more local trade and get to this previous high right here, or even just to the middle section, which would be what? 21% and risk 4.5. It's still a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio. So I like comp right now on the 30-minute. 30-minute scalp for comp. Looks like it could possibly do its thing. Triple bottoming here, getting higher lows. But again, everything contingent on Bitcoin. Everything. And there's no guarantees you're going to get exactly what you wanted every time out of these moves. So. And when I put comp 30-minute scalp and I put it in the group, what I want you to know is that doesn't mean it's a 30-minute scalp, like you'll be in for 30 minutes. It's a scalp on the 30-minute time frame. Okay? On the 30-minute time frame. Atom 1061 and dropping, right? And bouncing off of this level here at 1045. Let's see. Can this cup and handle hold through on the 30-minute, and can we get our move out? Watching all eyes on Atom. Bit of a diamond pattern from the top, though, suggests that we break back out to the top as well. So watching this diamond pattern here play out, let's see what happens for Atom. Okay. Sand it gave back most of its gains. Let's see what's up with Sand. If it's below 40, it's, anything below 35 is a steal. We'll see. So 45, not too bad for Sand, but gave back a little bit. All right. Did a lot of work on Sand, had a bunch of different moves. Congrats to anyone that took the call on Sand. Some initial moves did play out. Look, shoulder, head, and shoulder, break to the upside, gave it all back. Contesting this level now, getting a bit of a secondary high. Everything's watching Bitcoin. You can just feel it. You can see it. Nothing wants to fly. It's all waiting. Oh, what is Bitcoin going to do on a Sunday night with unlocks on GBTC, which I told everyone not to worry about, and who cares? But, everyone's going to get in their head. And if it gets in enough people's head, then we have to watch it. We have to watch it. It's something very, very possible. VeChain too, taking this M pattern. M's are very, very bearish. So watch this. This could be M's that break into the downside, guys. And look at this M that broke down. Another M here. Just bearish tones for these altcoins. Someone could say, okay, no, but shoulder, head, and shoulder, yes, possible. But all eyes on Bitcoin. We got to wait and see what happens for BTC for sure. And, we could see just one more push out for all these coins. Down, 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 even a little more. All right. I've been watching STX closely. Even that fell to the downside. Let's take a look at LTX, Lattice token. I've been focused. I like to focus on 1 or 2 trades per week and really hone in. So Lattice has been my hone in. Anything below 90 cents, it keeps, look at this, bottom. It can only hit 87 so many times before it does break, though. Right? But you can see it's holding 87 numerous times, and it's also a 706 retracement on the Fibonacci, right? We still have a call on this with a stop loss on the low here. 8% stop loss with a massive gain of 93%. So just, kind of a no-brainer, because worst comes to worst, you hide below this previous area here too, where you have some resistance right there, and there's a chance you could bounce there. And you don't have to risk a lot to stay in the trade. So that's why I really like this Lattice token trade here. All right. At about 87, 85 cents. But it's up to you. You do what you need to do. Let's take a look at the 1 hour. 1 hour is resetting too, and possibly pointing to the upside again. So, if you had to make a trade, if I had to play it, I'd still keep my eyes on Lattice for sure. Right. So LTX, keep your eyes out. Keep your eyes on LTX. On the KuCoin, baby. On the KuCoin. All right. Probably love all the work you do, but you're going to get us all wrecked with this retail style pattern trading. Am lifer, bro. Appreciate you, man. Thank you, man. Just do what you want to do, man. You do whatever you want, man. You get yourself wrecked or anyone else wrecked, man. Bond pumping. It's funny, bond pumping. A little bit of a pump, 2-3% though. It's got to get in like, and I mean, it's pumped before and never broke this level. It's got to break above this 25. It's got to do its thing. Well, yeah, a little massive pump there. Not bad. Not bad. Little mini pump action. However, just want to let you know I still haven't received the PowerPoint yet. If you could send it after the stream, that would be much appreciated. Kid Link, dude. CLV. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. Bond pumping. Yeah. BNBDOWN doing its thing, see? Interesting. There was some BNB FUD in the market today, too. You know, people's pushing a little FUD on BNB. Even Tom Crown, I seen, made a short saying, oh, BNB, a bunch flooded the market. Watch out. You know, if you're heavy on BNB, you might want to take a chill pill and get on out. And, you know, let's see. I mean, nice little pump here, but, you know, a little oversold action. I'd be wary, though. I don't trade this chop right now, honestly. I really don't. 4 hours suggests you could get a push to the upside. And, yes, it may happen. Stopped 20 times in the last 20 yet. Took a small trade on Algorand ETH yesterday, and the daily looks like it's about to turn, too. Yeah, it's on you to find confluence and proper entry. It is, yeah. He's not telling you to take the trades. He's telling you to keep your eyes peeled. Yeah, don't worry, man. I just float away with the frequency, man. You know, I stay away, man. Shout out to Market Slayer. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Appreciate you guys. Shout out to IOST, man. Bottoming out there at 108. Still holding the 3x, though, from the bottom. Could that be the bottom for IOST? IOST, man. I haven't brought this coin up in a long, long time. Whole market is struggling, though, for sure. All coins have been annihilated. Insane. Insane. Dot down. NEM doing its thing. NEM still up a little bit, pumping. I mean, here's a call based off TA, right? Earlier, though, off this freaking divergence, boom back up. Tried to track it again on a wick, but divergence plays out, man, over and over and over again, regardless. You know, STX BTC banged out right there. Bam. And honestly, I do this on purpose because I want to get stopped out 4 or 5 times. Because if you get stopped out, and someone will be like, oh, wow. Because if you get stopped out, if you win 4 out of 10 trades, you're still profitable. See, if I traded this 4 times, I got stopped out 7%. 4 times, 28. But if I gain 3, that's 3 times 28, which is almost 90%. 30 times 3. So you'd still win about, you know, you lose 28%, but you lose 90. You'd win 90. So you'd still be up, right? What? A 61% gains in the end of your initial capital. And it's about proper risk management every single time, in my humble opinion, right? In my humble opinion, right? Damn, man, Ferrum Network got demolished. Funny, anyone that thought that was a pump and decided, oh yeah, market's changing. And I said, guys, I'm in stablecoin chilling. I'd wait, you know. We're about to short this market if we have to too as well, you know. And remember, if anyone ever tells you, oh, Lifer is a pattern trader, Lifer's not a pattern trader. He's a divergence trader. Took a small trade on Algorand ETH. Yeah, stopped 20 times. Yeah, I found entry on Mana and KAVA thanks to the calls. I had to watch for proper entry and monitor carefully. Yeah, COV had its pump. That was a gem to trade. Yeah, you cannot set and forget it. You need to monitor. Yeah, it's true. It's true. Yeah, I'm going over things that I possibly have more of a move to the upside. Like KAVA's looking pretty bullish too, still in this cup and handle. You know, still trade still valid right here with an open and stop loss and, you know, positional strength right there. And a 10-to-1 risk-reward ratio, right? 68% gain with 60% stop loss. You cannot just set it and forget it. Good luck next time, Jorge. Jorge's the man, dude. Appreciate you, Jorge. Thank you for everything you do on the channel. And thank you for all the support, too. Always with the fat super chats. No bull. No bull. Cartesi. Everything's just waiting on BTC, man. Like down, 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 down. It doesn't matter, basically. My whole list is just kind of wondering what's going to go down, right? Now, you can even look at, coin market cap. Take a look at what happened in coin market cap. See what the strongest coin is in the game right now. Anything in the green on the 24 hours. And you can see like NEM at 0.5%. So like today was like the lowest volume day possible that I've ever seen. We've seen in a long time. People, and also it's the summer, man. People are out. People are out with family. A lot of people take these 2 weeks off. Right, they're just getting back to work after 2 weeks off, where they're just like, all right, they're not trading at work yet. Wait for them to get back to work for a week, then they start not working anymore at work, and you know how it is. And again, there's still adjustments. There's more lockdowns. Like there's a lot of uncertainty in the market. There's back and forth again. So we'll see subtleties in the market. FTX token, though, I'm seeing it during a Red Sox Yankee game on the umpire's chest and on the background. Got me very excited. Still hodl on Safe Moon. Yacht is gassed up with nowhere to go. Yeah, you cannot just set it and forget it. You need to monitor it. Yeah. COV had its pump. That was a gem to trade. I had to watch for proper entry and monitor it carefully. Yeah, I found an entry on Mana and KAVA thanks to the calls. Appreciate you, man. Thank you very much. Look for any and anything we could look at very, very closely, right? So now you see what's down the least amount. I mean, even on the week, you can see almost everything taking a 6 to 7% loss. Ravencoin still holding. NEM up 22% on the week. NEM strongest coin, but it had the biggest loss like 2-3 months ago. Remember, it just got beat down. Anno broke out a while ago. Adam broke out a while ago. Retesting completes the handle on the cup. And then boom. Very possible. Shorts down 7K in 3 days. Yeah. It's true, though. Shorts have been liquidated as well. Longs have been liquidated. They've been keeping Bitcoin in these funky places. Even today, you thought it would move on a weekly candle close, and we see it just kind of, again, sideways in the game, right? Just completely sideways. We're going to take a look at the total market cap for BTC. Total. Okay. Which is the entire market cap of all coins. And again, remember breaking 1.3 trillion. And I said, guys, I don't want to see us break $1.3 trillion. We did. Now we're below at 1.29. And we bounced off 1.26, 1.25. And if we break that, here's my next line here, 1.25. We break that, right? We're waiting here. 1.18. And then back to $1 trillion, right? So, and this is a bear pennant, again, with a target down here of 750 bill. I mean, if we break, imagine if the whole market was down to just $750 billion. Man, crypto bubbles is a sea of red. Yeah, let's take a look at crypto bubbles. Is there a life out there in the markets? And again, this is where you want to take little nibbles of coins you really like. Phantom, but look at this, Synthetics, Telcoin, ICP, Rune, you name it, them, the only coin with a green life in it, right? And then even shorting kind of showed to be a little iffy, right? Even Bitcoin, one of the better, less losers. Stellar Lumens as well, hanging out there with only an 8% loss. CHZ, BNB, EOS, some signs of life for waves, but Clayton, Digibyte, right? Interesting. XRP, that's when a green coin is only down 9%, right? It's just like, it's not as big. How is the COVID situation in the States? Over here, Vietnam is thousands of cases every day, and the price of food in the markets has tripled in 2 weeks. Yikes, that's scary, man. It's looked like the cases are they say they're going up. I don't know. We know a friend that has it. More people seem to have had it, but not around us, just, on the phone, different areas. Gas prices are going up. Food's going up. They're printing a lot of the dollar's going up. Remember the full moon chat? I'm really believing that the stock to flow model breaks if we don't recover soon. Oh, young Trunt. Don't worry, brother. Don't worry, man. It'll be a long haul. It's going to be a long haul. Let's take a look at total. Total 2, which is all the altcoins. We don't want to break 600 billy, and we're holding 680 now, right? Shoulder and head and shoulder possible. A low of 673. We bounced off of it. We break that level. We come back down and test 661, and then it's back to this bigger range that we have drawn here on the daily time frame, which was a fib retracement back to the 618, and we've touched it a few times. So now we're just in this chop, man, and anything is possible. Daily does want to point to the upside. Okay, 4 hours kind of in the middle too, indecisive. So we'll see. Can't place it as well. Biden inflation, gas here in SoCal, $6 premium. Damn, man, $3.50 where we are, $6. That's crazy, bro. What do you think about the buy sell indicator? I know there's the fear and greed indicator. I don't know about a buy sell indicator. I don't use any of those. That's me. I'm the buy sell indicator. I'm my own buy sell indicator. I know the crypto fear and greed index, which is at 24, went down to 19 earlier today. Was it an extreme fear? Got reset maybe an hour or two ago and pushed back to the upside. Next update will happen in 22 hours, 16 minutes, and 26 seconds for the fear and greed index. What is it? Well, it measures the crypto market behavior is very emotional. People tend to get greedy when the market is rising, which results in FOMO. Also, people often to sell their coins in irrational reaction at seeing red numbers. Without fear and greed index, with our fear and greed index, we try to save you from your own emotional overreactions. And the same thing, man. I buy whenever I see the extreme fear. Good time to buy. Right? And I sell on the opposite side. And it would be sad if we see even more downside, because a lot of these coins are kind of wrung out to dry already. And it's enough to get max pain out of a lot of people. I don't know how many more people can hang out. Only people that can hang out are OGs that really, really know how to hold their coins. I mean, at this point, not many people are left. Shout out to everyone here. Thank you for 100 likes. Thank you for all the people watching. I appreciate you on the Sunday night for the weekly candle close for BTC. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, yeah, Litecoin, man. Watch Litecoin, 118 again, right? ADA, back to 117. And ADA is now in a buy zone, right? I call that the buy zone for ADA, right? Look at this. Anything in this red idea is a buy zone for Cardano, right? If you can hold this level, it's a beautiful falling wedge for Cardano, okay? But again, glad to see you on Jason Casper's stream, my dude. The buy sell indicator is on TradingView. Thank you. Shout out to Anthony Murray. Better late than never. Shout out to S-Pin. Good evening now. What do you think about the buy sell? I don't know what that mana bounced off 59 a few times. Would you consider it a good short term buy? I'd be extremely careful. All altcoin trading is high risk right now as we wait to see what's going on with BTC. I'm telling you right now, as we wait for BTC. You know, like, I just need to see Bitcoin. The bulls need to show up for BTC. And we need to see some behavior for BTC. It's very, very important. Okay? Very, very important. All right? See, we can look at SLP, USDT. We traded this before. We talked about it. Look, and this is why I like it. I mean, you know I love my cup and handles. All right? It's in a giant cup and handle. All right? It's looking a little more bullish than other things because, look, this is previous resistance. Let me circle it. And this is the next support line, which is pretty bullish right there, right? And we bounced. Let me move it into action here. Let's see, we bounced off of that area right there. So now I want to take a look. And it looks like a mini Bitcoin chart. Remember, Bitcoin up and then down and then to the side. That's a Bitcoin fractal of what Bitcoin's in right now on a bigger time frame. You know, you see what I'm saying? Bitcoin did the sideways action, pump, did, you know, and then dumps. And now we're in this, like, interesting. So you could say, okay, here's our trend, which we're getting rejected by numerous times. And then where are we going here on the downside? Bam, and we're locked in tight. Okay. Bam. crypto getting tight. And, you know, running out of room for this, to be honest, in my opinion. But high on the 4 hour, let's take a look at the 1 hour. And 1 hour needs to reset, but we're running out of room. So you could even open it up here, but eventually things either going to break up or break to the downside. And we're getting that close behavior. So I like what we're seeing. If I had to try it, right, I would take a shot, same idea, and try to get back up to previous high at least. You know, 56%, and you don't have to be that greedy. You get out in the middle, right? Let's see where the middle is. These two areas. Something like that, 56. I'm going to judge what the middle area is here with another. So one here at 20 and another one at about 33%. And there's an alert on AST. Let's take a look at AST. But watch this SafePal or SLP. And again, though, all coin trading is high risk right now. Extremely high risk based off of BTC. You got to watch it very, very closely. Be very, very careful. Okay? Don't push it and don't force any trades. If you're not comfortable with it, don't get in. Let's take a look at the dollar index too. DXY. All right. Throw that in there as well. What is that? Well, that's the dollar. We know what's going to happen for the dollar tomorrow. Well, it's about to pump on the daily time frame. 1 hour actually looks pretty good for tomorrow too, opening up. And then eventually the 4 hour will kick in. But so far, this could pump to the upside tomorrow. So also might struggle for BTC as we get the dollar pumping tomorrow, right? That's also USDT dominance, right? And look, it said it was in a falling wedge, could have break to the upside. And so far it did. Broke up here, broke up here. We're watching it closely. But this is a falling wedge with a 68% chance to break to the downside. We take a look at that daily time frame, and this is now pointing down. We can see a drop now on US tethered dominance. So that's what we would like to see, a drop on dominance to the downside, and boom, boom, boom. And we can reset, and all could be well for Bitcoin. But just something to look at. USDT tethered dominance. All right. Tells you how many people are running into tether. And so far, look, it's in a rising wedge. Could break up parabolically too. If it breaks to the upside, these break up parabolically. So watch out for that. All right. Watch out for that. DEFIPERP is all of DeFi. Pumping very nicely, but got rejected, came back down. Now it's kind of testing a low area again. Higher low, but, you know, just we're getting tested here. All the gains we had just kind of thrown back at us on these altcoins. Got to watch them very, very closely. Total too is all the altcoins, right? 682, man. We got to hold that bottom. This is basically a double bottom. Extremely important almost. We hold 664. You see the altcoins tomorrow down here, and we start to test 600 billion, and we back to this chop. I mean, very likely we could hit 500 bill. And that would be really, really sad for the altcoins. They continue to lose some market share and some big money, right? So you can short all you want, but as the market loses value too, like how fun is it shorting when there's less and less volume in the market? Okay, so you do need more. You want some more market volume in here as well as you short and long, depending. Okay. That was that AirSwap, right? AST. Let me take a look at my so it did reset on the 7 minute, right? And look, I was waiting for it to get down here. It came all the way back down to the bottom of this pattern, right? So do you open there and try to catch it? I just think it's highly sketchy to trade this 7 minute anything right now. It's up and down, man. And there's just a lot of iffiness tonight. And sometimes the trade is not to trade. You don't have to trade every single time. Like if you did that, you would hurt your portfolio. Just like you don't have to go out fishing every day. You go out fishing when there's good times. Like you take advantage of what you can. I mean, if you love it, you love it. You do what you have to do. But, you know, if you love trading, it doesn't mean you have to force yourself to trade every single day. And that's not the point. You got to make sure you're making smart decisions at the right time, right? And just because I run a trading group and I want everyone to trade and make money doesn't mean I can't say, hey, tonight might not be the night. You know, you might want to chill, sit on the sidelines and wait to see what goes on. You got to be smart. You got to be a real person. And you don't, you know, and that's what I do, man. It's not about, it's all about everyone as a whole, right? the weekly candle close. And so also testing the weekly 50-day moving average as well. So you just got to check on that as well, right? So we look at BTC and we go on the weekly time frame and we see, look, there's the 50-day moving average and we broke it now. You know, can we get back above it? And as we keep breaking moving averages, we get more bearish and more bearish till we eventually, and you know, 9 out of 10 times, like my buddy was saying, we eventually touch the 200-day, which right now will be at 16K. You know, could it kind of move more and we go more sideways? But at the very least, it looks like it's kind of touch it at 24K. The longer it takes, the higher it will go. But this is a worrisome thing. We looked at the Pi cycle chart. Every time we get a fake top or we get a move down, we retest the 200-day on the weekly time frame. So just something to think about, a little something creepy to think about for Bitcoin. All right. Not saying it's guaranteed, just something to think about. So if it does happen, you're like, well, we went over it with the lifer. You know, we went over it with the lifer. You know. Bam, bam. Shout out to everyone here on the live stream. Thank you for coming on in, sharing your most precious asset with me, guys. And that is your time. I appreciate you. 119 people watching, 105 likes, man. Appreciate you guys. Thank you for the 2 dislikes, too. Whoever came out, whatever energy you gave me, whether it was a dislike or a like, man. At least you were here. At least you were here. Crypto Mad, I've not been trading long, but it seems like Sundays are bad for trading. Oh, yeah, of course. Fishing every day. When the food has gone up 3 times, I can spend my time in worse ways. Hey, I appreciate that. Since when do you stream late? I stream every single Saturday and Sunday night at 8 p.m. That's a sick pancake hoodie, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you for saying that. Stack them cakes. My still every Saturday and Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific. You're a good dude. Enjoy your stream. Shout out to John Gregory. Picked up a great short on Matic today. Great content. Thank you, boss, for all you do. Shout out to Daddy Coin. Shout out to everyone here on the live, man. Appreciate you guys. I'm going to jump on out here for the night, but thank you for being here. And I'll be back tomorrow at, again, 10 a.m. every single day, Monday through Friday, and then Saturday and Sunday nights at 8 p.m. Eastern time. All right? Ooh, Bitcoin, 12,400,000 Bitcoin transferred from unknown to Binance. Whalebot alerts. So get ready, man. They're starting to transfer some Bitcoin. You never know. Could just be a movement of wallets. You never know. You never know. But just something to think about, too, as well. Getting some alerts there at Whalebot. Shout out to my 2 Satoshis. Much love. China is dumping on us. You never know. You never know. Let's take a look at BTC USDT. Is China making that dump at 850? Usually they start to dump by now. So, all is kind of sideways right now, honestly. A dump would be nice. Something would be nice. A movement would be nice. You know what I'm saying? But we're just getting it sideways. All right, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate it. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Hit the bell for notifications. You can find out when I post my next video. Remember, if you came to the channel, then you're already doing the right thing. Thank you for all the super chats. Thank you for all the love. Thank you for everyone that came out tonight. Appreciate you guys on a Sunday night in the hot summer heat. Appreciate you guys. Thank you very much. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Remember, at 10 a.m. And we'll be back again. At the end of every live stream, we say crypto is life. Lifer fam, thanks for all the likes. Thank you. We went over total 2 Bitcoin dominance. We went over dollar index. We went over a bunch of different altcoins, some setups to look at and things to see. So always remember that China is leveraging 22-1. They have worse financials than us. Yes. 1, 2, 3 crypto is life. Love you, lifer. See you in the morning. Shout out to Spin. Great work. Shout out to you. Shout out to all my peoples, man. Appreciate you. Tenacious Tim. You're the man. We're going to say it together, guys. 1, 2, 3 crypto is life. So thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you tomorrow. 1, 2, 3 crypto is life. Peace.